我说姆巴佩，不是啦。
快速补充电解质，流汗补水了，运动补水了，快速补充电解质，
不是啦。
快速补充电解质，东鹏补水了。
优雅永不过时，飞机即将起飞，
但不一定守时啊！
优雅不复存在，错过最佳状态。
送你上乘双12，抖下优豪版，惊喜别错过！一件立减15%起，上抖音搜双12神券，时髦冬装更划算。
Oh, well, I'm not quite sure how I feel about this design. Holy crap, I look like a walnut. Wait, so what about Chica? Well, everyone last time complained about how she was a girl, so...
So hi, everybody.
Oh, dear God. Hello, everyone. Plushy Tail Film Productions here yet again. Finally, after so much wait, I am finally back with the next part of the showcase series. Now, just hold on. Before we go into the main meat and potatoes of today, I do want to quickly go through the little oodles and updates I have made to the previous collection. Now, you could pause for the full details, but here you go. Bam, bam, bam. Now that those are out of the way, without further ado, let us get into the customs. Just like last time, I will be going in order of how I made them. This may be a little bit weird because I technically made Withered Freddy and Withered Bonnie in between Toy Bonnie and Toy Freddy, but I want to save the Withereds for part 3, so you're just gonna have to wait for that. Starting off is honestly, I completely forget technically I made this plush first in order of the toys. So first is the marionette. Now the main trouble I had with the marionette, especially for older versions, was just nailing that body style, because beforehand I just kind of copied directly what Bizabizzow made, but I really feel like this is the perfect blend of a tall, skinny plush, but it still looks in line with all the rest of the plushies. Now, unlike all the other plushies I'm gonna show in this video, the marionette doesn't have really any features except their mask can come off. I didn't really decorate the back of it. I probably will go and change that way. You know, if we see it from, like, the back, it's not noticeable. The main reason I did that was because while making it, I realized I don't really want to replicate the body over and over again for Phantom Puppet, the version of the puppet without the tear masks and or tear marks and everything. So I thought, screw it, let's have the mask be magnetic. The only drawback is it's very wiggly and you can make it go upside down. But other than that, I still really like this. Like all the plushies here today, you can very well tell this is based on the movie counterpart, especially with the mask. Although there was an older version before I changed it to this one. Well, at least the mask. The body literally stayed the exact same. Next up is finally one of the actual toys. It is our main boy.
大舅，你说不回家？
不行啊，闻着都香。
嗨，都没看见你牌。新年什么？给您拜年来了。新年好！过年了！
Freddy. Now, this isn't like the first time I have made Toy Freddy. If any of you guys have seen my Instagram or even my community, I have kind of an obsession with making the toy animatronics. Although for this one, I definitely tried to go for more of a doll aesthetic, especially with the eyes. You're gonna notice that with all the toy plushies except a couple of them, which I will explain later on.
5岁学文，10岁熟读圣人经典。
这孩子可真是天
不收我许新年，大凤天时地志，
脸红了，
微醺而已。新年微醺了，微醺了。
Just like all the guys from the previous set, his eyebrows can move, and his eyeballs can turn, and they can be removed, which, in this guy's case, he actually has a different set of eyeballs that I made for him. So, if you want, now you can have him in his office mode. I know you could very well still see the colored part of the eye, but, or at least like the outline, but I do think it looks pretty good.
春节到，年里上淘宝，福到里到心意到。春节到，年里上淘宝，福到里到心意到。
春节上淘宝，年货年里正常发货。
One last thing the eyes can do, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna like this because this is an original feature I had on a lot of my plushies back in the day. His eyes can light up. So yeah, during this, I wanted to make the toys' eyes really stand out compared to the Fnaf 1 crew, so not only did I use doll eyes to get more of that plastic toy aesthetic, I also decided to make them light up, which honestly I feel like fits really well with the movie versions of these characters because it literally looks straight from the movie. That's pretty much it for Toy Freddy.
福临门亚麻籽油采用高分抗氧技术，99%有效保留欧米伽3脂肪酸，烟点超200摄氏度，煎炒烹炸拌，每克都营养。天天亚麻酸，年年福临门。
He doesn't have a magnet in his hand for his microphone, nor does he have his microphone. I did not actually make him one. Also, before we continue, I know some of you asked in the comments of the last one, how do you make the eyes and all that stuff? Yeah, I'm gonna be for real, I can't legally talk about that stuff right now, so yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with that. Next up on the list is everyone's favorite bunny, Toy Bonnie. Now, out of all of these, I don't really have too much to say about Toy Bonnie. You know, pretty much the same I said about Toy Freddy, I guess. I don't know. When making him, it's just kind of a blur. I just kind of went with it. And now he's here. I really don't know what to say about this light baby blue colored twink. Just like the rest, his eyebrows can move. So as his eyeballs. He also does have a guitar, so there's that for him. Just like the Fnaf 1 Bonnie, I did not add the straps to this one. And I will probably remake this, because there are parts I feel like I could do a lot better, especially now. And here he is with his eyes lit up. I will say, I think Toy Bonnie's eyes are the best at lighting up, probably just because the colors alone. Like, you can't really, I don't know if you could really tell on camera, but the green really pops with the lights with the eyes. And just like with Freddy, he does have interchangeable eyes. This was mainly just because I had green eyes, so I thought might as well. But honestly, now looking at him with them, it really looks like how like Toy Bonnie's irises shrink in the cameras and all that. I don't know, just without the eyelids, it definitely looks a lot creepier. More just kind of dead-eyed or some stuff. Overall, I'd say pretty standard Toy Bonnie. I do think I might have screwed up how the face looks just a teeny bit, but I have since gotten used to it. Next up on the list is everyone's favorite chicken to fantasize over for some reason.
Toy Chica.
Now this one was a real pain in the ass to get right because in a bit I will show that there are a lot of features for this one. Plus also, unlike all these, I did have to draw like the back of the bib because, you know, the bibs are very specific in the movies, and I really want to get that just right. That way they look pretty accurate and not just like their game counterpart or anything. Just like all of them, her eyebrows can move, and her eyes can also move and light up. But before I go into that, I do want to show, I also made her little cupcake. Also has the doll eyes, but out of all the cupcakes, this one definitely looks the most stupidest. I really tried to replicate that like weird derp effect the cupcake has. And just like her sister, she can hold him. So you can get that clean Toy Chica holding her cupcake effect. Although considering how close it is with the legs, I bet you could probably make her hold it without the magnet. Here she is with her eyeballs all lit up. I will say this, sadly the cupcake does not have light up eyes. But then again, I don't think the cupcake ever does that both in the movie or just ever. Well, at least the toy cupcake. Fnaf 1 cupcake does it. It's just, you know, I didn't give my Fnaf 1 crew light up eyes. And now for the main feature for Toy Chica. I am really glad I was able to nail this because I've been trying to do this for quite a while. So the fact I finally got it to work and it actually looks natural and doesn't look uneven from the sides or anything is I'm really happy about. That's right, she has a removable beak. And just like the others, she does have interchangeable eyes. So you can get that full clean Toy Chica effect. I will also say, because I feel like a lot of people are going to ask about the hole in her nose, that's because for the beak, I decided to do something really unique with it, and that is have a little pole onto it. My main inspiration for this was Mr. Potato Head, because I thought it'd be pretty cool if, like, I made the beak kind of like one of his parts, because Toy Chica is a toy, so, you know, I think aesthetically that's pretty, it makes sense. Overall, personally, I feel like this is the best Toy Chica I have made. The beak actually has that full clean effect, it doesn't look clunky or anything, and I finally actually got the cupcake to be magnetic, because as far as I know, none of the other Toy Chicas I've made has actually had a fully removable cupcake. Now, I am going a little out of order for this, mainly because I don't exactly remember which I made first and all that. Plus one of the plushies in this collection, I technically made her a long time ago, but she's gone through a lot of updates, especially thanks to one plush you will see after I'm done visiting all the toys. So next up, I guess, is our good friend Jaloon Joy. Now, there's not much to note about him other than I really took some inspiration from DeRegard Sauce's Balloon Boy that he made for that One Guy's Fnaf 2 video. So that's why out of all the toys he has, you know, his details are all made of fabric, and he does not have, you know, any plastic attributes other than the eyes. Now, just like the puppet, BB literally does not have any features whatsoever, so he's just supposed to kind of stare into your soul. I will also say, if you're wondering why are his eyes styled differently compared to the toys, that is because of lore reasons that will be explored in the Fnaf 2 series when that does eventually come out. Also, I will say this right now, he is kind of a pain to stand. He keeps wanting to fall over. Next up is one of the bigger toys of the collection, and that is Fixed Toy Foxy, or Fixed Mangle, or Pre-Mangle, or Funtime Foxy. God, there are so many names for some of these characters. It is genuinely crazy. So, unlike all the toys, I made her more in line with the Withereds in terms of how their bodies are made. Because if you have seen Withered Freddy from what I posted on Instagram, weirdly enough, he actually has his pelvis intact, unlike pretty much all my plushies I have ever made. So, yeah, there's that. Not really too many features, although the eyes can be removed, but I'm not really gonna do that because I will also note a little stipulation about the eyes, considering everything is hot glued. The eyelashes tend to not be too secure, so they really want to come off. I really hope eventually I can find a proper way to be, like, for them to be more permanent, because honestly, that is getting kind of annoying that they keep wanting to peel off and everything. And lastly, for the toys, is arguably probably one of the hardest and more broken down of the group, the trash pile. Now I will just say this right now, I'm not even gonna bother trying to get this thing on the turntable, because this thing will literally it will not stand up. I have tried so many times. This Mangle plush will not stand up. Like, you think she would, because it looks pretty good, but then the weight of the head comes in and it just kind of flops. Now, for her body was initially really thick, pretty much just the standard type of endo I usually make, but thanks to my little friend Brill, he actually helped me discover a completely new way to make endoskeletons, and I kind of took that. So thank you at the Random Plush Maker. I'm not even joking. Without him, none of these plushies would be possible. You do not want to know what my old customs looked like before. Like, I want to say like maybe 5 or so years ago. Like, Jesus Christ. Now, out of all the plushies, she doesn't have any features. It's more just the detail alone that speaks for itself. Especially with all the rust and the wiring. And also the feet, because I actually styled them to have like motors and wires and circuitry and all that. Here's our little endo head. I also did give him an actual back, unlike, I'm pretty sure the movie didn't actually have a back on him, so there's that. Now, I will also say this right now, while, yes, Mangle is based on the movie version still, I did add a lot to her to make her just a little bit more realistic. Then also, I just really love detailing endoskeletons to be more, I guess, real and have, like, more traditional motors and servos and all that. Also, just like her fixed counterpart. Her head is pretty much the exact same. The only difference is the eye, and I gave it a brown wash. That way it looks all dirty and disgusting. Now, similar to part 1, now it's time to go into all the extra plushies that I have made. And since the Fnaf showcase part 1, I have finally mostly finished my Fnaf 1 movie collection. There is like one more plushie I need to make, but that he will come soon. It's not that hard to make. It's literally just a fixed version of one of the other guys. So here is one that I didn't have at the time of filming the other one, Golden Freddy. Now it has been a long time since I've made a proper Golden Freddy. You could very well tell I did just pretty much copied Freddy's pattern 1-to-1, but if you do notice, I did give Golden Freddy more of his UCN Fredbear head shape, so there's that. Just like his brown counterpart, he can move his eyebrows and the one eyeball he has, because if y'all know movie Golden Freddy, his other eye is completely ruined. Although I did put a rod in there to act as kind of some level of machinery in there. And also another detail you're gonna notice when I do showcase the Wizards is how I detailed the hat. It has like this faded, almost dust to like wash to it. That way the hat really stands out as being all old and worn and stuff. So yeah, pretty standard Golden Freddy. Although I will say this, the jaw was not originally gonna look like FNAF 1 Freddy's. It was actually gonna look like Withered Freddy's, because if you've seen the one Ticket to Fun book, you know that Golden Freddy in there weirdly has Withered Freddy's jaw. So originally he was supposed to have that, but before I could cover it, I changed my mind, because this is still movie Golden Freddy, so I still wanted him to be as accurate to the movie as possible. Next up is one that I don't even think many people thought I was gonna make, but I did, and is also the first test of the new style of endos that Brill helped me with, and that is Tina. Don't mind that one of her legs isn't missing. It's still very much Tina from the movie. Now, if you all know, beforehand I just kind of copied endo designs from Bizabazow. A lot of my earlier plushies were definitely inspired by hers, but more recently I have really tried to break off from that mold and make more defined, accurate animatronic plushies. Just like some of the other plushies in this vid, sadly Tina does not have any features. It's mostly just in the details, to be honest. Like the eyes, how they actually have like a rod going through it to, simulate the mechanics of the eyeballs and everything. And all that. I will also say this, because I bet a lot of you are probably wondering how I made the endos so skinny and yet they can actually stand up. This is another secret between me and the random plush maker, so if you really want to know, go ask them. Although I have a feeling they might be here somewhere. I don't know why, I just have that feeling. And yeah, I think that's about everyone here, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you liked it.
I think you're forgetting someone, my friend.
The fuck? Who the fuck said that? sweet hope. No hard feelings, right?
Insolent what?
Okay, I guess I deserve that.
Perfect. Now that that's settled, let's get on with the show. Now put your hands together for the one, the only, Yellow Rabbit, won by yours truly.
And also voiced by me, Bendy Brill, also known as Random Plush Maker Online. Now, the reason why Plushie wanted me to voice over this segment was because I mostly helped out with this plushie, and also because he's been using my technique for the past few months now, so it's about time I voice over these segments. Now, this plushie is heavily based off my Springtrap plushie and uses the same technique that I used for that plushie. For the jaw, I used cardboard to make the shape of the Yellow Rabbit's mouth. Now, I used like 2 or 3 layers. I'm pretty sure Plushie just used 2, because the fabric he used was thicker. And some of the other stuff. The head, we traced out the shape of the Yellow Rabbit's head and used it as a base / pattern for both Springtrap and the Yellow Rabbit's head. Then for the withering, we used the glue gun and just smeared it all over like the underlayer, and then painted over it with yellow, then brown, and then for the fabric on top, we used a mix of brown and yellow, so the burn marks actually like stand out. You could really see it when his side is showing, right now, right here. We really wanted his like smile to pop out both on the Yellow Rabbit but also Springtrap, which again you will see when the main attraction video comes out eventually this year or next year, I don't know. The eyes have actual like plastic on them for the plastic casing around them, also same with Springtrap. And the ears are made out of EVA foam, while the muzzle is made on a normal foam, so then we could just cut it out and shave it down to the shape of the Yellow Rabbit's muzzle. But yeah, that's all I'm able to reveal, because I do not want to reveal any of my other techniques that I use for plushies, because that is a secret that I'll keep to myself.
Are you done yet? Listen, as much as I love showing myself off, I have way more important things.
Whatever, man. You do you, I guess. Stupid fucking rabbit.
Ow! Ow! Oh god, my head. Is it over? Okay, I think it's over. Oh! So yeah, that is showcase number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and a comment down below. Maybe even subscribe if you like what we do here. Got a lot of interesting stuff coming up, especially this one thing called, I don't know, the main attraction or something. Oh, I need an ice pack after that. See you guys later. I just need to go. Ow, oh, Jesus. You do one thing for one person, and then he comes out of nowhere and fucking hates you for it.